Hello there. Main recap is back. Today, Álex is finishing season 2 of Who Killed Sara. This finale is amazing, so please like this video and let's get started.
To open episode 7, flashbacks go further back with Sara's mother and Marifer's mother making friends. Further scenes then show Christina talking about bringing another daughter into this world, Clara. And Mariana is understanding, explaining that her house is open for her. The flashbacks flit forward, and Sara does not know where Abel Martinez is. It's then revealed that Sara finds out that Christina was married to Abel Martinez, which means Marifer is her sister. But less about that. What I really wanted you to know is what happened in the graveyard between me, Sergio, and Elisa. Back to the present in the crypt, I free Elisa while Cesar deals with Sergio. He shoots Sergio's leg, so he falls to the floor. Sergio calls Cesar a monster like his wife. He states that Mariana sent Elroy to kill Sara and cut the ropes. Multiple gunshots are heard outside, so I drive off with Elisa in the back. Cesar jumps into the back to care for his daughter. Flashbacks show that Cesar initially missed his chance to kill Sergio and got away. However, after tracking him down, he killed him. He smeared his blood on his face to represent himself as the hunter. I ask Cesar about Abel Martinez and why he killed him. Cesar is not sure, but he knows he put Sara in danger. Flashbacks show Cesar and Sergio dealing with Abel's body and Sergio taking the dead man's identification. He used it to evade justice for 20 years. I take Elisa into the hospital while Cesar flees. He's a dead man still, so he cannot stay around for long. Episode 7 shows how Rodolfo is not completely bitter and that he's willing to put down his grievances to prevent his mother from getting her way. Mariana is proceeding with plans to get custody of Sofia's daughter. She wants DNA tests to prove Cesar is biologically the father. However, Rodolfo has put a plan together with his son, and they help Sofia sneak out of the hospital with her child. Bruno's biological father and Sofia will be flying away to look after the child together. Bruno calls it a chance for his brother not to be like a Lazcano. Rodolfo selflessly helps them get away. This episode provides me with some further truths, but this time about my sister. Also, I learn there's more to Marifer than meets the eye. Nicandro visits me. He shows me the photos Elroy gave him of Sara that prove she had another life. I am surprised Nicandro has come to me after all these years. Nicandro was afraid to approach me due to him selling drugs with Sara. I remember the doctor telling me that drugs would not have helped Sara's mood. Nicandro explains how Sara tried to kill him by tinkering with his motorcycle and then ratted him out to his family for being a drug dealer. I asked the question, "Did you kill my sister?" Nicandro says he didn't kill Sara. Attention turns to Marifer. I learned that Marifer was at the holiday house in Valle the day Sara died. Nicandro wonders if she was looking into the disappearance of her mother. Flashbacks show Sara found Marifer spying that day. Shema is grieving over the death of Lorenzo, and his brother Rodolfo comforts him. He's blaming the death of Lorenzo on him for wanting to have a baby, which brought Clara to him. Rodolfo tells Chema not to blame himself, but then Chema confesses and tells Rodolfo that he killed Moncho and that he now knows the Lazcano family are a piece of shit. The ending of the penultimate chapter builds up the story for the grand finale. Clara speaks to Mariana and tells her that her sister is mentally ill, and she convinced her to have Chema's child so she can blackmail the family so they could find out the truth about their mother. She asks for help and states she trusts the Lazcano family. I message Diana the Huntress and tell her that we need to meet as I know who she is. Marifer sees the message and closes her laptop in shock. Rodolfo tells Chema that I need to pay and that I'm behind all of this. He believes all of this is planned, but Chema tells him that he's starting to sound like his father and that our family created all of this mess. Rodolfo says there's an arrest warrant on me over the murder of Abel Martinez. Nicandro asks me if he can visit Sara's room so he can obtain closure in his life. He sees a small sculpture in her room that is his, and there's a small tape inside that says Abel. Episode 8 opens with Sara and friends at my house. There's a storm outside, but everyone is in a giddy move. Sara heads to her bedroom and plays with the sculpture she stole from Nicandro's house. Suddenly, she hears something downstairs. She sees a camcorder on the table and starts recording. Abel Martinez appears, and Sara asks why he didn't tell her that Marifer is her sister. Flashback scenes show Abel rapping Sara's mother. Sara gets distressed, but Abel asks for money and threatens to kill her like he killed his wife, Christina. In the present day, Nicandro and Álex are listening to the tape found in the sculpture. Sara kept the camcorder recording when Abel confronted her. The flashback continues. Abel will not leave Sara alone, and he starts attacking her. Sara locks herself in her bedroom and rings Rodolfo, but Cesar answers. She asks for help. In the present day, Elisa enters my house, and we are reunited properly. We have missed each other. Marifer enters, and she looks bothered about seeing me and Elisa together. She's equally irked by Nicandro's presence. I know she is Diana the Huntress. Marifer's attention turns to the Abel tape on the television. Marifer tells me that my sister was crazy, but I play the tape. The flashback returns, and Abel tells Sara to be quiet as Cesar enters the house. This leads them outside, and Cesar has no choice but to shoot Abel as he's about to stab Sara, but this changes everything in the story. Marifer knows that the Lascano family nor Sara were involved in the disappearance and now murder of her mother. Episode 8 throws twist after twist. Marifer is in disbelief at the tape and tears flow down her face. She can't believe Sara is her sister, and the Lascanos had nothing to do with the disappearance of her mother. Then, in a flashback at Valle, Marifer tells Sara that she's alone and hasn't seen her father for a couple of weeks. She's exhausted from looking after her sister and wants help. Sara tells Marifer that she doesn't care, but Marifer grabs her and explains that she knows she's crazy and all her secrets. She tells her to live her life and get on the parachute before she has a baby because she will always be alone. Meanwhile, Elroy is about to cut the rope of the parachute, but then Nicandro shows up, so he drops the knife. Sara also picks up the knife, but Nicandro distracts her. Marifer continues to spy. In the present, Marifer is distraught, but I tell her she has been looking for the culprit in the wrong place. Marifer walks out, upset. In a flashback, Marifer is the one that cut the rope with a knife. Marifer killed Sara. When Marifer returns home, Clara warns her that Mariana is coming over. Marifer is in a complicated situation. She planned all this, but she was after the wrong people. Mariana explains to Marifer that she knows about her plans after Clara told her, and that she would have never hurt her mother, Christina. Marifer grabs a gun but ends up fighting with her sister over it. Marifer accidentally shoots and kills her sister. It's getting from bad to worse for Marifer. She will now believe she is responsible for the murder of 2 sisters in her life. Chema deals with another tragedy as he visits Clara's body at the morgue. Clara died along with his child. I head to the morgue and apologize to him for what's happened. I tell Chema that he's not alone. Afterward, Chema heads to the police station and tells Officer Morales that he's there to settle a debt. He tells her he killed Moncho and confesses to murdering Abel Martinez and burying the body in my yard 18 years ago. He's confessing to the second murder even though he didn't do it, but he promised to pay me back for what the Lascano family did to him. This is a full circle moment, and it's tragic really that the family member that fought for me the most in the past was the one that had to pay the debt. The ending of Who Killed Sara? Season 2 brings plenty of ironies. I see Elisa on the CCTV at the casino with loads of fuel and drive over there. She wants to bring her family down. Elisa pours fuel everywhere and sets the place on fire. She was never a true Lascano. She was always on my side. The family is slowly falling apart. Chema in prison, Mariana alone, and Cesar technically a dead man. Elisa makes sure she does the job with conviction. She laughs as she sees the flames. I ring Rodolfo and tell him about Elisa at the casino. Meanwhile, flashbacks show Sara hiding the Able tape from the camcorder in the sculpture in her bedroom. In the present, I grab Elisa and warn her that the building is collapsing with the flames. Marifer turns up and tells us that she killed Sara. She looks at Elisa and explains that Mariana told Sara to get on the parachute before her pregnancy started to show. I call her a bitch and say she was supposed to be Sara's friend, but Marifer corrects me and says Sara was her sister, but she changed and started hating her. Elisa refocuses me, reminding me that the building is burning down. Marifer chases after me as the building burns around us. She wants me to forgive her, and that Sara would have wanted me to pick her. This angers Elisa, who pushes Marifer to the floor. One of the burning ceilings falls on Marifer as she tells Elisa that she will kill her. We can assume that Marifer is dead. We wouldn't be surprised if she weren't. I lift Elisa out to safety, but I'm now trapped in the flames. I use what I learned in prison to escape. Outside, Rodolfo laughs as his family business burns to the ground. I now await my sentencing, but my partner Elisa tells me that I am innocent and will be okay. She also explains that Chema wants a reduced sentence and is arguing self-defense for the murder of Moncho. As for the murder of Abel Martinez, I tell Elisa there's only one person that can help Chema with this, and he's dead. This brings us to Cesar, enjoying drinks and playing poker in a fancy mansion on a private island. He's telling a woman that he's lived many lives, but this is the one he likes the most. He says he has a son named Álex who he owes a debt to. The ending of Who Killed Sara Season 2 shows Nicandro looking through files. He looks at a photo, and on the back it says, Dr. Alanis, doctor in charge of Sara Guzman. The man then looks at a photo of Sara, and it says at the back of it, SG, the first patient of the project. He rings Dr. Alanis and tells him he sent him the money, just like his father promised. He's grateful that the doctor did not tell me the truth about Sara. He's happy that Marifer is the culprit and wants me to believe she is the murderer. He makes it clear that no one can know the truth, neither the Lazcano family nor me.
Oh shit, this is never going to end, is it? And we can't tell if that's a good or bad thing. What did you think of Who Killed Sara Season 2 ending? Make sure you comment below. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our latest content. You can also give us a thumbs up if you liked what you saw.